slave.
Ooh.
Damn, he's coming at us
He's
hard.
coming out swinging right away. What's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing today?
How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? We're here with another reaction video.
Our boy Tommy McDonald is back.
Tom MacDonald is back after his smash hit Facts with Ben Shapiro. #1 Billboard, #1 on iTunes, #1 on multiple charts in America.
AKA the biggest troll in hip-hop history.
Ben Shapiro was on the biggest song in the country at one point in time. Incredible, we loved it. It was so entertaining to watch. But Tom MacDonald's back with a solo track as he does so often, and we want to see what he's got to say. Usually Tom has got some stuff to say.
Oh yeah.
We don't ever really know what it's going to be, but we do know it's going to trigger some people.
Trigger warnings in effect right now.
If you melt in high degree pressure, do not watch this video.
Do not watch this video.
You'll have a meltdown.
All right, so this is Tom MacDonald's The Machine.
The Machine, let's go.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave.
Ooh.
Damn, he's coming at us
He's
hard.
coming out swinging right away.
Damn, he said,
Man.
I don't gotta be a Republican or liberal. I don't have to be political.
I just have to be American.
Damn.
You know, and you know what? I really like that because I kind of feel like I was having a conversation with a very good friend of ours earlier today about this exact topic. Like, some people consider themselves Republican, some people consider themselves Democrat, but any sane person can see that you got a little qualities of both. You got one more than the other, which might drive you towards that side, but there's certain qualities that might overlap. And at the same time, it's like, why do I have to talk about my political beliefs to say, hey, we're in the same land, we're American? And you know what? I really like that, man. I kind of miss some of the patriotism that, you know, people are being patronized for nowadays.
And when he said, we're not on a plantation, but we're still slaves, you know, I feel like I have an idea of the direction he's about to go into this. The masses are being controlled by something, by somebody. But I feel like as the song progresses, we're gonna know exactly what he's talking about.
He said psychological holocaust. Let's break that down. It's kind of deep. Psychological holocaust, genocide. He's basically saying there's a mass genocide going on in our psyche because of the propaganda that is being promoted towards us. You know what I mean? People aren't thinking for themselves anymore. They're psychologically being killed off at mass numbers through the media.
An erasure of our thoughts, just like an erasure of a race from what the Holocaust was.
Relax, everyone. We're not comparing this to the Holocaust. We're just telling you what we think the metaphor means, so relax.
Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Oh, before that hook comes in. Wow. He's taking a stab at everybody, you know? Nobody's safe here in this one. Why are we making another race feel like they're helpless when we should be telling them that they can do it? Why would they even wanna try and do better if there's a power telling them that they can't and making them believe that they can't?
Let's bring that back real quick.
But you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Ooh. I like the comparison of burning book to now he said there's no more physical propaganda, now it's digital. but he's saying we can't burn them away with physical flames. Just a little bit on the writer's perspective, the connection between physical flames and the burning of the books, and the way he was able to link those two things together. But I believe you want to speak more on what he was actually saying before.
Well, you had touched on telling blacks that they're disadvantaged and how that can be a disadvantage to blacks, right?
True.
And then saying that tell whites they have white privilege, they have it easy. And they're saying, like, why would anyone who believes they have it easy
want to help
anybody else? You know what I'm saying? If you believe, oh, well, I've already got it made, why would we even want to, like, go out of our way to help anyone else?
Some of these ideals, believe it or not, will anger a lot of people, especially in the climate of America today. These things he's saying will just be appalled. And to some people, well, they'll just be common sense. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I agree with my boy Tommy, straight up.
I agree with Tom right now, man. And what I like, and what makes me, I don't always agree with Tom, but right now, I like what he's saying because he's coming at it from both ends. He's coming at it from both sides. He's calling out Republicans. He's calling out Democrats. He's calling out conservatives, liberals. He's calling out both sides of the spectrum multiple times in the song already. So, you know, I like that, you know? Shows maybe a little change happening in Tom. I don't know, man.
Very genuine.
All right, wait, the hook's about to come. Let's see if we actually like this Tom MacDonald hook, because we're not too crazy about his hooks.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us, having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican.
Hold up. Wow. So melodically, I'll tell you off rip, I actually really like this one.
You know, brother, I'm going to have to agree with you on this. This Tom MacDonald hook passes for me. And they don't always pass. He's actually melodically sounding pretty good. His voice works well with the key of this song, and he really knowing how to work it. Plus, what he's saying is super dope. Can go either way. Like I said, it can go to the left. It can go to the right. Either way, what he's saying works.
I am not a liberal. Progressive works if we're afraid. I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us. They don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
That was a crazy punchline. It's a progressive or conservative ideology are just hitmen hired to kill the individual. These two opposing ideologies or parties are hitmen who are metaphorically hired to kill your individual thoughts so you can't think for yourself through all the propaganda and brainwashing that they're imposing on us.
That's kind of crazy, actually. And I also like how he started it off the same way he started off the first verse.
No, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not Republican, something like that.
No, conservative, I am not a liberal. I think that's what he said.
I am not conservative, I am not a liberal.
Reinforcing the theme of what this song is about, which is a good songwriting technique.
Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a...
Hold up. He said two teams with the same coach. Damn, Tom.
He also said left wing, right wing, help the same bird fly. That's a bar right there.
That's a bar, and that's very poetic. The idea that no matter what side you're on, he's insinuating that either their goals are the same or they're being ran by the same person or the same figure being is behind everything, behind the separation, and disguising themselves as two separate oppositions.
Now let's talk about the actual bar and the metaphor. Left wing, liberals, Democrats, right wing, conservative, Republican, help the same bird fly, and that could be a metaphor for the machine is what he's talking about, or bird as in America, the eagle that represents
the eagle
America.
of America. Birds soaring in the air is also really known thematically and metaphorically as a sign for freedom. These two opposing sides are helping the same bird affect our freedom.
Both help the same bird fly, brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
Ooh. There's a lot of great poetic metaphors, a lot of poeticism, a lot of metaphors going on here, a lot of painting pictures with visuals to represent ideas.
I like when he was talking about the digital platforms are run by either, he said Google or Amazon, and then he said, who's fact checking? The fact checkers. Who's fact checking the people giving us the facts? Who's fact checking them? Either way, they're the ones who could either be making this shit up, or, like he said, I know who's doing it. The people who's running the platforms whose narrative it fits the most.
I also love the rat race metaphor. Like, that was crazy. He said they want us to be rats running this race. It doesn't matter what place you come in, first, second, or third, because...
He said they're killed by the same cat.
Yeah, they're killed. We're all killed by the same cat in the end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter what angle of the political sphere or the rat race you're running, eventually we're going to be killed by the same cat who is our opposition looking down on us, you know, and it's coming from both sides. The machine is the one running things. Pretty cool.
All right, Tom.
Matter if you're first or third or if you're last place, you're still a rat and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
Ooh.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know this.
They're all woke, not awake.
Enough said. Enough said.
Wow.
System has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Oof. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confused.
Wow. Okay. Damn. They're against anybody who's thinking critical. Or I can't see myself, I think he said, in a nation, to be in a nation that's thinking critical. Critical thinking, which just means thinking for yourself.
So they lock us up for nothing. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial.
Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. He's probably referring to the fact that he's often being shadow banned, and, you know, all these platforms are banning people who are questioning the government's agenda or what the government deems acceptable in a land of freedom of speech, but nobody's questioning the huge titans of pop media that are influencing the younger generation who essentially will become the future of our nation and what they're promoting. Guns, liquor, violence, which you often hear in a lot of music, especially the hip hop genre, but not even from a perspective of this is the struggle I went through anymore. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, it's cool to do this. I'm so cool because I do this, you know? And then also talking about how unified together we are strong. That's why they separate us. How can I go? I can get deep into that, but it's pretty much straightforward.
Exposing the hypocrisy of the way our governments ran. Media's promoting shit that will destroy us, while the government's saying thinking for yourself is criminal.
And can we talk about how butter smooth his flow always is? It's always in the pocket.
Oh man, there's a lot of rhyme schemes going on here. Critical, criminal, invincible. He even uses the word invincible, the end of the word invincible. He's exhibiting great rap skills while still delivering a straightforward message, which is the best way, I think, to go about hip hop if you want to reach people.
They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered, but promote us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think, so you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills cause that's who's fighting for my freedoms, and you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy.
Ooh.
They keep
Wow. School teaches you to learn but not how to think. That's a deep line.
But not how to think, so you don't question when they tell you what to do. You know, we worked in schools for quite some time. You want to talk about this? We worked in schools, everyone, as teachers for like 7 to 8 years, something like that. I can't fully agree with him. There's definitely some great teachers out there who definitely influence their students to critically think. But at the same time, there's a lot of demonization going on in schools for kids who might have unpopular opinions to the masses of whatever sector of the country they're living in. We live in New York City. It's a super left-wing, liberal, democratic kind of state. And I've seen this time and time again. I've seen like students feeling unsafe for their opinions in class being demonized by students and teachers constantly promoting their agenda on children or their ideology. And honestly, without allowing the student really the chance to question it in a healthy format. I've seen this too often, and I think that is wrong. I don't think any adult in a educational position should be imposing their ideas, their personal beliefs onto children. And if they do, not giving them a chance to critically think about both sides is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're kids, you know? It's so easy to mold their minds, so easy to influence them in what you want them to believe.
He said left, right, but I took the red pill because they're the only ones fighting for my rights. I think I know what he meant by that.
You think he's talking about soldiers?
No, I think that I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, basically, but I'm taking the red pill as in Republicans because I think he feels like Republicans are more fighting for his right, and that's why he's on there. That's why he's going towards the red side. I think he personally feels like Republicans might be fighting for the rights he believes in, and that the blue side is actually actively working towards taking away his rights that he believes that he wants. That's what I think he says.
I don't know. I personally don't think he's talking about that.
That's what I think he's talking about.
I think maybe the red pill is just a metaphor for the truth, like in the Matrix.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The real world. I think maybe he's talking about the red pill, just maybe as a generality of like, you know, if you have a red pill mentality, or at least this red pill mentality, whatever he's talking about, you know, you're fighting for your freedom through all the bullshit and all the nonsense. What I did like, what I thought was funny is when he's like, you know, when he's talking about the pronouns, he's like, call me what you want, just don't call me late for dinner.
I ain't calling you for dinner.
That was kind of funny.
You know, I thought that was, you know, put a little smirk on my face, you know, a little lightheartedness within a song full of a lot of deep themes.
Comment below, what do you think the red pill means? What red pill is he talking about? What did he mean by that?
Yeah, what do you think Tom meant by that?
Yeah.
Wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Wow. Video by Novo Rockefeller. Final thoughts. Yeah, this is The Machine by Tom MacDonald. I thought it was a great song, honestly. I thought it was really good. Not only did I like the message in the song, I actually liked the song as a song, sonically, which for me, a lot of Tom MacDonald songs personally don't really have a lot of replay value in my book. Like, I'm not gonna go to a Tom MacDonald song on my phone and just want to listen to it for the sake of listening to it. That's something I gotta really be in a mood for, be inspired to write something deep. But this one, I will play it because sonically and as a song structurally, it was pretty nice, and it was a little bit different than his usual structure because he didn't do the bridge
at the end. He just did another verse. So I really like this song for many different reasons. I think he's rapping very well in the song. I think the rap, the
cadence.
Yes. I think the cadence is very consistent, and what Tom does well is he doesn't give you any filler bars. Every bar, every line is meant to hit you with some sort of message, whether you like the message or not. He's making sure you get the message, it's delivered to you, it hits you right away, and then it hits you hard enough so you can get it, and then he's on to the next one, and it doesn't go so over your head that you're still thinking about the first line before you get to the second line. You can just understand it as soon as it hits you, and I really like that. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I like what he's saying in the song. I'm not afraid to say it. You know what I mean? I like what he's saying in the song.
You know, he's just basically saying, yo, man, regardless of what's happening, you know, you gotta think for yourself.
Yep.
You got to think for yourself, because I don't want to live in a world or in a country where I'm not able to think for myself. Pretty much the hypocrisy of the government of both sides. Really, this song's about the hypocrisy of both sides, really. He's not letting up on anybody. How the social media platforms are working together with the powers that be to control us, to control what we think, because everybody knows that he who controls the media controls the world.
This is Tom MacDonald's The Machine, Twin Rappers React.
Let us know what you thought about it.
Let us know what you thought about the song. What did you think about the message? What did you think about the actual song? How'd you feel about the rapping in the song? Let it get detailed about it. You know, break it down for us.
Yeah, maybe we missed something. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm Julz the Buddha Monk.
I'm Trix the Hooligan, and we are
Strawhat Dynasty, your favorite rapping
breaking
twins from NYC. Like, comment, subscribe, and listen to our music.
You might like it. Peace.
Peace.